mandolin player. He literally changed the way mandolins were played when people started hearing him play mandolin. He was the best of all time because of just his style. A lot of people tried to play like him but emulated him. But he always said, be an original, don't be a copy. And I think that's good for all young kids. When they ask me what do I need to do? I said, God gave you a voice. Use that voice. Don't try to sing like somebody else. Sing like you. And I grabbed their thumb and I'll say, you see that thumbprint there? Well, that print is different than mine, and it's different than anybody else in the world. Fingerprints are like snowflakes. So your voice has a voice print. So sing like you. God made you to sing for him. Use your voice. He started a whole new genre of music. There wasn't bluegrass music before Bill Monroe. He was bluegrass. And they didn't even really know what to call it. And finally someone kind of coined the phrase, well, call it bluegrass music. It's from Kentucky, the bluegrass state. So, yeah. But you can't say that about, I don't think there's anyone else that's been a member of the Grand Ole Opry that created a whole unique style of music that's now recognized as being its own genre of music. But Bill Monroe, it's kind of like Louis Armstrong, really started that style of jazz music So you get one of those every century. And we had Mr. Monroe as long as we could have him. But he was very, very special and a dear heart. And, I recorded this next song back when I was, I got to play on stage with Mr. Monroe when I was 6 years old. And he let me play his mandolin. I wouldn't have bit more done that. I wouldn't have let a 6-year-old hold this. If I had have known how expensive that mandolin was, I might have fainted and fallen on it. But this was at a little high school in Martha, Kentucky. Martha High School. And Dad and Mom took us up there to see the great Bill Monroe. I didn't even know what he looked like. Our internet didn't work very well. Our cell phone didn't work. Anyway, I had a hard time really knowing what he looked like. And anyway, I got to play, I sang a song called Ruby, Are You Mad at Your Man? Yeah. I was 6 years old. I had no idea what she was mad at. Mom hadn't told me those kinds of things. So I didn't know, but I just liked the song. The Osborne Brothers, Bob and Sonny, had it out as a big old hit. And just so happened the band knew it. And so when he said, what do you want to do? I said, sing Ruby. So, but anyway, I recorded this next song back when I had my country band. I was country in the 80s and 90s. I was 80s and 90s country. Funny how people forget that. I didn't forget it. And we've been out playing some shows now with taking the country. I found my purple Telecaster. I found it. It was under a bed somewhere. And so we've been doing Heartbroke and Honey Open That Door and stuff like that. We've been having a lot of fun, as well as doing our bluegrass stuff. So anyway, but I had a #1 country hit on this next song. And it was a song that Mr. Monroe wrote about his fiddling uncle. And so, it takes about 3 or 4 months, really, when something goes up to #1, and they calculate all the sales and the all that stuff, you know. And before it gets down to a songwriter, which he was. Anyway, he came backstage one night. We were back there and playing in the country band, and he walked into my dressing room, and he was like a rooster. He was just clicking them old heels. And he said, "Ricky, boy, I got a check in the mail today, and it was a powerful check. It was a powerful check. I paid all my taxes, all my land taxes. I paid everything off, and you can record all my songs if you want to." So anyway, here we go with Uncle Pen. Y'all sing along with us. God bless you.
Yeah.
All the people would come from far away to dance all night till the break of day. All in the hall, don't sit down, the new old people was ready to go. That evening they're bouncing down high on the hill and above the town. They fiddle old how to bring you hear it talk, you can hear it sing. Thank you, folks. God bless you. Thanks for coming to the Grand Ole Opry and celebrating with us tonight. Bill Monroe, the greatest